I'm going to show you how to edit this digital performer file so that we can start at the bridge instead of at the intro. I've got this whole song recorded, and what I want to do is cut from the intro all the way to the bridge. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want to select the part I want to cut out, but if I'm going to select, I want to turn on my quarter note grid so that it snaps me to the grid. So it, no matter where I click right now, it's going to select closest to an actual quarter note. When I hover over the timeline, if I hover over the top, it has this little green thing, which is the play selector, but if I hover over the bottom, it's just the time selector. So I can do this, and I can drag all the way up into the bridge. Now what I'm going to do is, since I can't see the bridge right here, I dragged a little bit of it. Now I'm going to scroll over until I see the bridge, and let's see, where is it? Bridge. I'm going to hold down Shift and click right here, and it's going to select everything up until here. The other thing you can do is you can zoom out on your whole project down here, and you can zoom out until you can see the section that you want, and then you can just select that section. Anyway, now that I have that section selected, I want to cut it out. So there's a command in the edit region that is called snip. So what I do is I snip that section, and it leaves my count off and goes right into the bridge. So now I'm starting with the bridge. However, in my original arrangement, the bridge is loud, and this version that we are going to do, we want the bridge to actually build up. So I'm going to click on some of these sound bites here and delete them. And let's see, I'm going to zoom out a little bit once again. And I don't want the band to come in until this chorus. So I'm pretty much just going to delete this. I'm going to hover over the middle of these sound bites until I get this little arrow icon. And I'm just going to drag to cut that part out. Drag and cut this part out. And I can leave that down there. So now, whenever I play my file, I'm going to have nothing on the bridge. And when I get over to here, it's going to build in nicely. So the last thing that I need to do is I need to change the duration of my my shaker, because this shaker actually is, well, the second to last thing. It's going to go as many measures as it was going before. So I want to select this shaker track, which once again my grid is turned on. And I'm going to select this, and I'm going to go to Region, Clear Loops. And it cleared that loop. Now I'm going to go to the end, and I'm going to see how many measures I want it to be. I want it to be about 34 measures. So I'm going to go back, and those measures are still selected. So I'm going Region, Set Loop, and I'm going to tell it to set this loop 34 times. And sometimes you have to do 35 or 36, depending on how many bars of count off you have at the beginning of the song. Anyway, now the shaker is going to end right on the right spot. And the final thing we have to do is look at our end time in our chunks window, and it is manually set instead of automatically set. So it's still ending at measure 98, even though our song ends at measure 36. So I'm just going to click right here, change 98 to 36, and now the song is going to be finished and move on to the next song when I get to measure 36. And that is how you can edit your song.